Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B Bullet RC coming at you guys again with another video. And today y'all already know what time it is. The weekend is almost over, so it's time for this week's Heat or Hype, where we go through all latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the clothing, streetwear, sneaker world. That is what we do today. And always remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or it was just that basura that I did not want to expose y'all to it. Now, there were actually a good couple of releases during Black Friday, but the week was a little bit dry. But I am happy to say today we have a lot of new stuff to talk about. So before we even get started, listen, you might want to go ahead and grab a drink, grab a snack, go ahead and sit back and relax, and let's get into this week's Heat, or you already know, Hype. So up first, we had the Orlando Air Jordan 10 drop. And is this a bad shoe? Nah. Is it crazy heat? Not really, in my opinion, but I would say it's one of the better shoes that's been dropping lately. As far as, I guess, regular GR releases go, it's probably like a really bad way to put it, but you know what I mean. Part of the City series, definitely one of the ones that people have been waiting on. Honestly, I would really like that Seattle pair. The Orlando pair is cool, but that white, black, and green Seattle joints, those are always hard to me. I'm honestly still just waiting to see when is Air Jordan gonna break down, or when are they gonna go ahead and put the toe cap on the Air Jordan 10. I know some people are waiting for that retro release. Maybe it's something like the Steels with the toe cap or something like that. But I mean, I'm not too pressed with the toe cap. I would like them to bring back the Seattle 10s from the City pack, but the Orlandos are cool. There's nothing really wrong with them. Just a man release, in my opinion. So Orlando's 10s, not too shabby. Let's get to the next one. We also got the release of the Snowflake Air Jordan 8. Y'all know when I originally talked about these, I thought they were trash. I still think they're really trash. It's just a trash ass sneaker, but obviously to me, this is a kid's shoe. It's a children's shoe. I don't think I'm gonna see too many grown men. Even the women out there can get on this. I just don't think it's really a guy's shoe at all. I don't know, the twinkle toes snowflake joints, they are just not for me. For kids, for the ladies out there, especially for kids, I can definitely see kids getting these as Christmas presents. Not a bad shoe for that. But as far as looks go for me, these shits are garbola. So Snowflake Air Jordan 8s, not for me. Maybe for your kid or your nephew, your niece, your cousin, it's a good look. Now for me, this was one of the better releases from the week. The OG Adidas Ultra Boost coming in black and that purple colorway. It's a good release. It's a good retro. Seems that they might have sold out. I snoozed on this one. Personally, I may regret that. I may end up going back and grabbing them. I haven't even checked to see what the resale is like right now. I'm pretty sure that the resale shouldn't be too crazy, and that's one of the things I always say is that one of my biggest regrets was the original Ultra Boost. I remember I had an opportunity to work with Finish Line on this exact sneaker, and I turned it down because I just didn't see it. I'd never seen it on feet. I just didn't believe in that shoe to do it. I didn't really like them at that point, and I just turned it down. And to this day, it's still one of those things that I definitely regret. So OG Adidas Ultra Boost, good sneaker, very good sneaker. Let's get to the next release. Now we also had the Salt Yeezys 500 drop. Now I didn't cop a pair personally, but I may have something in the works that will include something for y'all. So I'll just say that for now. But you have the Salt Yeezy 500. It seems like it's not too much different than the blush colorway of the 500. I know IMTMC2 posted a picture of them side by side, and they are very similar. So I guess if you missed out on the blush, you can get kind of close to it, even though I didn't really see a tan. It's more of a bluish hue, a grayish hue in my opinion. But regardless, the Salt Yeezy 500s, you guys let me know, did you go ahead and grab these over the weekend? Was it hard? Was it easy? I haven't even checked Yeezy Supply to see if they're still sitting. So let's go ahead. Let's get to the next one. Now this next one, basically I'm an idiot because I assumed that the tongues didn't light up because it just didn't look like they lit up. And of course we're talking about the PlayStation and Paul George 2.5, the Nike basketball shoe. These are fire, and I didn't even try to get up and go for them because I didn't think that the tongue lit up. Little do I know that the tongue does light up just like the original pair, and basically I didn't go for them. Right now I don't think the resale prices for these are crazy, so I could see myself picking these up in the future. I mean, these PlayStation PGs, they're fire, bro. The first pair was fire, the second pair is fire, and I think there's a white pair as well. All of them fire, certified heat. I've seen a lot of people on the Twitter feed hitting those, so if you actually landed a pair of these, let me know down below. But for right now, that's all I gotta say. Let's get to the next joint. Now, we also had the release of both OffWhite Zoomfly SPs in both black and tulip pink. I would like to secure the black. I'm not too pressed on the pink pair just because I know I'm barely ever gonna wear that pink pair. The black ones, I'll definitely put in more miles, more footwork in those, but the pinks, they're cool to look at. Would I actually spend the money? I'd probably rather spend the money on the black pair, even though the pinks are pretty cheap for an off-white shoe right now. I mean, just based off the price, it's a good price. I think my size is under 300, and under 300 for an off-white sneaker, I mean, comparative to what some of the other ones go for, I mean, if you want some off-white shit, I mean, I guess the pink joints would have worked with what I got on right now. So let me stop saying I wouldn't have worn them, because it would have been easy. Throwing some black sweatpants, I'm good. I'm good to go. Pink joints on my feet. But I don't know. I would like that black pair. The Zoomfly SP was one of those that I definitely heavily slept on that sneaker. And if you do grab a pair, please make sure to go up a full size. If you're wider foot, narrow foot, you can go up half a size. Them joints will break your toes in half. Trust me, I had to get a 13 in my OG off-white pair. But nevertheless, a really good sneaker, but that's all I gotta say for those. Alright, so up next we got this new diffused blue Air Jordan 6. Now they're supposed to drop on the 22nd of December, and originally we thought this pair was a Jimmy Butler PE. Apparently it's just gonna be a regular navy blue, I don't wanna say GR, but regular Jordan release. And honestly, I feel like this is gonna be the closest that we're ever gonna get to one of those Macklemore colorways. I don't know why JB never released the Macklemore pairs, because the green pair, I think it was like a rustic orange pair as well. Fire, both fire, especially with the shark on the back. For those who don't know, favorite animal or favorite sea creature would be the shark, so they were fire. I would have loved to have a pair of those Macklemore 6s, but that did not happen. They'd never released, friends and family only, and that's fine. But now we have this diffused blue colorway, and it's going to be as close as you're going to get. So in some aspects I do like them, in other aspects I think I probably can pass up on them. We'll just have to wait and see once we get closer to the 22nd just to see how the release is actually going to go. So y'all let me know, is this something you're looking forward to, or would you have rather had one of those Macklemore 6s like me? Now we also got some news of a new Nike React Element 55 collab with the UK retailer Size. Now you guys can see them right here. They have this kind of grid pattern on the uppers. You're playing with blacks, tans, reds, some good colors on there, and honestly it's not a bad shoe at all. For me personally, am I super pumped on this particular colorway? I'm not, but at the same time I haven't bought any of the Element React 55s yet. I just have the 87s, but the 55 in this colorway, I think it's a good look. But in my opinion, it kind of doesn't look like a collab, I guess because there's no name on the outside. I don't really see size or a question mark anywhere. I would have liked them to incorporate that somewhere on the outside of the shoe to tell it's a little bit something different. But regardless, not a bad shoe at all. Size, Nike Element React 55, not bad. It's not bad. So there was finally an official release for this new Nike Zoom Fumero and a Cold Wall collab. Now I may be saying that name a little bit wrong. It's just because I'd never heard of this sneaker before this collab, and honestly it's not really making me want to look up this sneaker anymore. There are certain aspects like that big heel cup on the back that I like, that reminds me of, it was a Puma shoe, maybe some type of, I think the Micro Pacers Adidas, but there was a Puma shoe with that big piece on the back, that big heel cup that actually has some type of functionality. That's what these kind of remind me of. It's not exactly a horrible looking shoe, and I definitely can see where some of the more high fashion guys might like this. That's no knock, I fuck with y'all too, but I definitely can see where this could work into some people's current outfit rotation, current wardrobe. For me personally, I pass on with pretty much ease. I'm more so for the Air Forces. Those will work with what I usually wear a lot more than these per se, but I do like the weird shit, so I kind of like them. But at the same time, I wasn't really checking for them. They have already released, so if you're looking for them and want to grab them for retail at this point, I don't know if that's possible. Just do a little bit of Google Foo, and hopefully if you want them, you can come up on a pair for a good price. Now apparently there's going to be a new Nike SB Blazer and Stussy collab, but all we've gotten so far are these pictures of these 1 of 48 pairs all personally hand painted by Lance Mountain. So that's a lot of names, there's a lot of stuff going on. So basically there's a Stussy and Nike collab on a blazer dropping, but there were also 48 pairs customized by Lance Mountain himself, and those are going to be, I guess, seeded out. I'm a fan of Stussy. I cop Stussy to this day. I still think they have a lot of really dope shit that they drop. Do I really like this blazer? The ones that Lance, you know, personally hand painted. Me personally, no, I don't. But I do still have both pairs of my Lance Mountain SB1s, both white and black. You can't see them. They're behind the yellow Supreme bag in the back, but I still have those. As far as this leopard print blazer goes, I'll pass. I'll pass. Up next on the list, we got some more 5. These right here, this Concepts and Nike Kyrie 5. I don't want to mess up the name, but if you like them, just search up Concepts Kyrie 5. I don't want to mess up all the names and stuff. But obviously looking at these, you guys can see that Egyptian influence in the shoe. I know that Kyrie said on Sneaker Shopping when I watched that episode that he has the Ra eye, or the eye of Ra horse, tattooed on his hand. So the spirits and spirituality things, they play into this shoe, but the shoe itself is fire. And y'all know I don't buy a lot of Nike basketball anymore, but this particular pair, I mean Concepts, they just do it. They got good concepts over at Concepts. That was a bad joke, bad puns. But regardless, good shoe, Nike Kyrie 5. Y'all let me know, is this something that y'all would cop? Me personally, I mean, yeah, why not? We also gotta look at a hot punch pair of Air Jordan 4s, and that's really it. We just gotta look. It's only this picture right here of the heel tab. Apparently looks like it's gonna be patent leather or suede or some really weird materials on it. Other than that, I don't really have any other info. It's probably gonna be a GS release, a women's only release. And I mean, for the spring, depending on when they drop it, I could see these banging for sure, but that's really it. That's the only picture I got, so that's all I gotta say. Up next, we got some more ugly ass fire with these. The Air Max 98 Chinese New Year. This is another one of those shoes where they are so ugly that somehow they're just that fire. They're so ugly, but so fire at the same time. And that's how I feel about these. I think being a fan of the old Atmos or Safari Air Maxes kind of like suckers me into this one, just having that pony hair on the upper, the crazy colors. I mean, they're just wild and just, I don't know, these joints are just wild. If I can cop them for retail, I will go ahead and do that, but we already know how this release is probably gonna be. Having the pony hair, the Chinese New Year, all the crazy stuff. It's probably not going to be the most GR releases, but hopefully it's still available enough for those who really want them to grab them. So Chinese New Year Air Max 98, boom, there you go. On a rating from 1 to 10, how ugly are these? And from a rating on 1 to 10, how fire are they? Let me know down below. But let's get to the next one. Now, this next shoe is probably going to be an all-star release for next year, but we got some more pictures of it, and that is the patent leather UNC Air Jordan 1. Now, a lot of you guys that actually hit me up on the last Heater Hype asked me why didn't I talk about the shoe. It's just because when I recorded, I think the news dropped like right after talking about this sneaker. Now, do I like these? Yes. Do I want them? Yes. Will I get them? We're gonna have to wait and see. Honestly, it's not changing up the formula too crazy. It's just UNC blue with black, a little bit of a changing of the color blocking, but the patent leather, the shine, that's what really does it. So All-Star Weekend, Sneaker News says February 9th, but I wouldn't be surprised if these drop somewhere during All-Star Weekend. So just keep an eye out, keep an ear out. These aren't going to be dropping for the next 2 months, so you got a little bit of time to save up some squalor if this is something that you want to grab. So in some actual collab news, we got pictures of the Ambush in Air Max 180. Now, a lot of y'all were tagging me in pictures of this one as well, saying that it looks like some bullshit. It looks like, well, joke. A joke. It looks like some shit that I would like, and it's basically reminds me of the glove on top of an Air Max 180, but fast forward into the future to 2025. All these things combined, coming together. Do I like them? Do I like them? Do I like them? They alright. All the pictures that have dropped so far are just showing off a lot of the women's apparel. It may be a whole women's release, which is fine as well. But I'm just waiting to see how they're gonna look after you put them on, after you're walking around and wearing them, what the shroud is gonna look like. So that's kind of like more so what I'm waiting for. Do I think it's an ugly shoe? No. Do I think it has potential? Yes. And even some of the clothing with the 3M piping was hard as well. So Ambush and Nike, there is no official release date for any of this stuff. Just know it is on the way. Now, we may have talked about this one a little bit before, but we just got some better pictures, and that is this new Nike and Off-White Air Max 90 in the Desert Ore colorway. At least that's the colorway that they say on Sneaker News. Now, for me personally, it's fire. These are fire. I want them. I want them. I want them. We always go through this, but am I gonna get them? Probably not off the drop. Probably not for sneakers. You guys know how much I really love the Hallows Eve Blazers, and these are very similar, just kind of a darker tan color, that desert ore color that they were talking about, and they're just fire, bro. They're fire. There's not much else to say. These are definitely heat. Obviously, with the Off-White name on them, there's gonna be some hype associated with that, but regardless, fire. I definitely want them. You let me know if you're going to be looking to grab these in the future. That's all I gotta say for now. Let's get to the next one. Another shoe that I mentioned a little bit ago that we really didn't have any good pictures of, we finally have some good photos. And remember, these are leaks. These are just photos that have popped up, so they should look something like this. And this is the Nike Air Presto React, or the React Prestos. Now, I like React, I like Prestos. I like both of those things a lot, and smashing them together, I think it comes for a pretty fire looking sneaker. But always remember, like I said, these are just pictures that dropped out of nowhere. There are no official release dates. These are just, boom, these dropped. These are supposedly what they look like. And obviously I want a pair. React is fire, Presto's fire. Bringing both those together, like I said, fire. So I don't know, I don't have any more info. There's a picture of them. That's about all we got right now. And yes, finally, we are at the end of the road. Is the end of the video. We have one more shoe to talk about. I wanted to make sure I drop some heat on your feed real quick. This distressed blue suede Air Jordan 1. Another one that just drops out of nowhere. Pictures drop out of nowhere. New pair of Air Jordan 1s. Blam. These are fire. I'm sorry, I just really like this pair. There are no release dates. There's really nothing else to go off of right now. You guys know I always talk about the rumors as well to try to put y'all up on them. So if you didn't know, now you know. Distressed blue suede joints, I'm pretty sure gonna drop next year at some point. But that is it. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cbu out of the way. Here, there, but of course I don't got no shoes, so Bullet RC, and I will see y'all on that next video. Make sure you are following me on IG, bruh, at BULL1TRC. I need to get back on that. But until next time, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, drop a like on this joint, finesse the bell, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace. On the field, important, and I sit up in my room.